on, y'all? What's going on? How y'all doing on this Monday night? Mizzle Social Corner. Today's topic is cheating. Have you ever been cheated on? What's your definition of cheating? Um, Different types. Your own personal stories.
Are you the cheater?
Are you the cheater yourself? Or how have you been cheated on? We're gonna talk about different types of cheaters, and we have scenarios of cheating, so like that. So we will wait some more people to come in. And then before the cheating story conversation, I have a little mini catfish story that happened recently. So we're gonna talk about that. And yes, a mini catfish. And he said, crazy. It was like I'm very guarded, and I'm very a person who's not fooled by things when I have a conversation with people online. So when I have a conversation with people, I treat each situation differently. It's like some people are genuine, some people are not. So you gotta weed them out. And this person that I met recently was not genuine at all. At first, it was like, oh, it was a good look. It could look too good to be true. And today, he said something that turned me off, and I said, oh yeah, I got you. I can't. This not happening. I blocked them. I delete the app. I did a lot of things because we have a conversation. So yeah,
right, the app. The app.
You deleted the app. Like, dang.
No, the app that we met on, that's not deleted. It was another app we was talking on, and I delete that. So we'll talk about that. So we gotta get some people in because it's not gonna be juicy. Nobody watch it. All right. So before we get to that, so then we upload the show's update and potential topics in the future, and discuss that. Let me see. Window.
See, I'm not gonna tell y'all all my business.
No. Okay.
Y'all ain't gonna be judging me.
My whole day is way behind me.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? I never really had whole days. I don't really have whole days. I've had whole moments. I never really had whole days. Like it was a moment. It was like I intentionally knew what I was doing and I did it purposefully.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just a moment. It wasn't even. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna do that just because. So I guess. I don't know.
Now, so they come on. Let's see. Wait with me.
Are you having malfunctions over there, man?
No, I'm all ready. I'm just texting somebody right now.
Oh, is that who was FaceTiming you the last time you was on?
No, the FaceTime it with my nephew. He FaceTimed me. I was talking on live. I hit him up. Yeah.
I'm about to block my nephew from calling me for real because that nigga text all the time. I'd be like, bro, you supposed to be in homeschool or something?
I went to see him yesterday. We had a good time. Little nephew. Sure. All right. So yes, I was watching episode 3. I gotta watch episode 4 later on because I know Auntie Mo was watching that. She's doing her review now for it. So. Jocelyn Cabaret season 2 is on Zeus app right now, and it's on today. So new episode. Oh, what's episode 5 or 4?
I think it's
4. So it's going tonight, and it was on yesterday, and she go do a review tonight. So she gonna post it up, and that's that. I watched that episode 3. I said, girl, that Barbie, she just sit down. I'm glad she left because.
Do they fight every episode?
That's since the first episode, second episode, third.
I wasn't expecting Jocelyn to get into no fisticuffs with nobody, but I seen the advertisement when she snatched that girl by her head, and I'm like, did she just like? Like wowzers! Like okay, that was
well.
You know what? I will say this.
Season 1 too.
I will say this. This is the type of ratchet TV that I don't mind because I know what it's hitting for. Yeah. I know what it is. And basically the bar is like in hell. I have no thought or illusions that anything good is going to come out of this. So I'm okay with it. Like some shows I'll be like, oh my gosh, this makes us look so bad. Like, oh my gosh, why are they doing this? This is so terrible. Not this show. Not this show at all.
The ironic part is that they actually have some deep moments in this whole fucking show. With all the ratchety going on, they do have deep moments with the homelessness, the abuse, and stuff like that. So it's like this is actually a. I would say it's a good show for all its ratchetiness, you know what I'm saying? Because it shows so many layers, contrary to the Real Housewives shit where they stage, let's go to the Maldives, let's sit down for dinner and yell at each other. You know what I'm saying? This is some real host shit.
Yes, that it is. So yeah, so that's yeah, that's it. This show it is a lot. It's a lot of fighting. It's like it reminds us of how reality TV show first started off in the late 90s, early 2000s, how it was, the flavor of love, all that stuff. That's how we got introduced to reality TV show that made us like, oh my god, it's like it was a thing, and it's like that. We all the fighting and stuff like that, and shows like that we didn't mind the fighting because that was built upon. Shows that didn't built upon fighting that all of a sudden want to come love and hip hop ish. That's something that's a turn off to me. So it's like, yeah, so it's expected, and I'm looking forward to it. But I didn't expect it was gonna be that much fighting in Johnson Cabaret. Or we gonna get to the dancing. I mean, they had that little thing second episode. I was liking that. So can we get some more of that?
Where can I get my cabaret tickets so I can go see this shit? Come on, let me know the dates and times so I can pay for my shit ahead of time. Let me know.
Maybe at first sight Unmatchables. I haven't been watching the episode lately, but I will catch up on it and see what's about. Because the first episode was funny, so I had to catch up on the last two that showed. And the decision day is tomorrow, so hopefully we get it there. Because I haven't been viewing it lately because it was been boring as hell. And I said I am not going to sit here and watch it 2 hours of this boringness. So I said I'll wait to the decision day, and then we have a final review on that on my channel. So David's Next Man is season 2 is coming out in June. Right now, based on the trailer that I saw, they're grown up. They're not kids anymore. David is grown. His friends, his family, and stuff like that, they're grown up. And if y'all didn't see it, it was basically season 1 with a kid who was trying to become a man, but at the same time, he had visions and things, and it was a lot of time. It was like another emotional, heavy kind of show. And so you really had to get into it and have your mind ready because it was a lot. It was about friends going at each other and learning about herself and divisions, and it was a lot. And Felicia Rashad was a teacher, so it was a good show. And it's that you gotta be ready for it. So season 2 is coming back out. This thing.
What's up with all these heady black shows? Remember when we couldn't do horror, we couldn't do sci-fi, but now they come with all the black shit. The sci-fi, the horror, and they're like mixing this up like so much. They're like hitting us with like all like the sledgehammer. They're not like slowly getting into like black horror cinema, black sci-fi, things like they're just like give it all to us.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watch that.
Yeah. Watch season 1 if you didn't have it, because it will give you the backstory before the season 2 comes. And I think I gotta finish that because I did record it. I saw like half of the season. I ain't finished the last season, so I have episodes. So I'll watch it. But it's good. It's good. The acting was good and everything. Catfish is returning. Last Tuesday I did my first review. Me and Auntie Momo did it, so I posted it here of the review. It wasn't what I was expecting for coming back. It was an okay episode. I wanted that freaking outrageous catfish story that we used to have.
You wanted the intrigue.
Yes, I was like, what's that freaking douche face? I would have nicknamed another catfish. The only nickname I gave was freaking Jaleese, Big Bertha, Ashley behind. And I gave her Big Bertha. That was like when she came in fight and swinging at Cammy. And that's what Cammy first time when we saw her on the TV screen. So bop bitch, that was Carrie episode. So it was like Big Bertha. So I would have named another catfish, but I haven't so before. So she reigning champion in my eyes right now. It's on Tuesdays, so tomorrow will be a new episode. I will review that.
I would say that the last girl that was on that one, all her excuses were dry as fuck. Like. And what Cammy said is that you act like niggas don't like big, beautiful women. And what is your whole drama? You're still a pretty girl. It was your self-esteem. I understand that. But you didn't have to catfish them like that on Pornhub too. Get out of here.
Yes, man on Pornhub and everything. I was like, oh,
Please, you need to stop with that shit, nigga. Fuck? Niggas like stretch marks. My brother told me that. Okay.
Let me go down there in the comment section and see what I can find over there. I'm gonna have a story for y'all because apparently it all goes down on the Pornhub comment section. Apparently that's the new place to go.
I'll go there some chit chat. I watch it.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. I was like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, look, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, I guess. I mean,
you have a profile on that whole page besides the videos. People have profiles where you give like a whole dating description. You know what I'm saying? So of course, and not to mention, okay, you put your sexual favors out there first. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to like other dating apps, you would like keep them silent. But now you on Pornhub, no, I like fellatio, long hair, hairy, whatever the fuck it is. So on Pornhub, it's on the table. So I think it's easier for people to hook up because you're getting what you asked for. There you go.
Yeah. Or so you think.
That's what he thought.
Well, yeah, that's what he thought. But that's
what he thought.
And that ain't happened. Sure.
Now, I have a question. Would you be able to forgive your mama if she did that to you?
Mama? Oh, no, she didn't. No. Oh my gosh.
No.
No.
Okay. I just wonder.
Especially that girl for last season, how she ended with her mom did. Oh no, I can't.
Like, would y'all? How would you like? I be looking at some things. I'm like, how do they like forgive their mamas, their cousins, they aunties, they uncles, they people? Can you forgive your people for doing that to you?
I think you can forgive and like forget they exist. You can forgive for yourself. The forgiveness is not for them. So you can be like, okay, fuck them, fuck A, B, or C.
Yeah, we'll move on.
So you won't hold on to animosity. But I'm not fucking with you. Not at the barbecue, not at the birthday, the bar mitzvah, nothing.
Well, man.
So I can just forgive and just forget you.
Okay. Good point.
Yes. So Pose season 3, and it's currently watching. I gotta watch this episode, and I'll probably give you a review for it tomorrow or something like that, because I gotta watch it. And I'll watch it and do a review on it. But it's the 3rd episode. After that, will be 4 more. So
I don't like this show no more.
Yeah.
Hurt all my feelings, got me all emotional.
Yes.
And it's by the end, so I'm hot mad. It's ridiculous.
Wait till it's done. I'm waiting.
I gotta watch. Yeah, because it's might as well wait for me.
You know what? I think I should be like Sir Neil at this point, because I normally binge after it's done, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it because and I'm like, and I have to wait, man.
Yes.
Shit, I'm waiting. I'm not gonna.
Wonder World season 1 is on Stars. It's coming out next week, Sunday, and it's kind of like the normal. It's on Stars. It's a new show. It's that normal 4 girl who support each other, womanhood and life and love, relationships and happiness. It's 4 black females who just survive in the world of life and celebration. And that's the title of the show, Wonder World. They want to be top of the world, so. We'll see how that goes. I'll go look.
So is it like a black Sex in the City?
I get in that vibe. I'm getting that vibe from that. It looks like it. But I'll watch it and see how it goes and probably tell you about it. I don't know if I might review it as a recorded film, but I just probably give my little opinions about it.
Yeah, just send me a reminder so I can watch it, because I'm like, you don't have other friends of other races. It's okay to have a white friend, an Asian friend, your little Puerto Rican homegirl. Y'all do the same shit, But I think they're pushing like the girls strip, But I understand where they're going with it, but just break it up a little bit. Break up the monotony,
Nah. Nope. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. Nope. Don't even do that.
I wanted to say that. That's my not.
Yeah. Stars. And I forgot one more time. I forgot to put it on there, and it's also stars as well. Power Book 3. I forgot when it starts. July. This is July. I'll put it again next time. I just remember Canon, growing up Canon. So we get his background story of Power Book on Stars. So it's starting July. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm reviewing or not, because I still want a continuation of Power Ghost, but they will continue that storyline. But I guess it just got to wait to book 4.
I didn't get into Power because it was like a soap opera. You know, I watched a few episodes. It was just like overly act to me. You know what I'm saying? They did every proverbial black thing in the hood you could do. They did everything.
What season did you start on? Because that's gonna make the difference.
The first one when Auntie Momo and them was telling me about it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is.
See, so you had to go to like season 1, episode like 5, and start there, and then you'll be fine. Because the first couple episodes was it kind of, but I think that's like every new show. They all start slow so you can learn the characters and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm just waiting for Tommy's spinoff. What was that? Whatever Tommy's one is, that's the one I want to see. I was like, I'm ready for that crazy white boy. Yes, get it. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, and he was the breakout to me too. I was like, okay, this nigga creepy as fuck. I want to watch him, like the CSI characters, like Horatio and stuff. I was like, Tommy, I'm like, okay, I'd rather watch a show about him and his sadistic ass than all the basic, characters, the baby mom, the baby dad, and shit like that, and the coke dealer. I want to see what he's doing. Go give me Breaking Bad with him.
I'm
he's not hard on the eyes, though. He's not hard on the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll go with Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy is yes. Yeah, so I forgot to put it on there, but next time we do a show update, I will put the Power Book 3 in a start date on that. But we'll be on Stars. Bigger season 2. I don't know if y'all saw Bigger season 1 on BET Plus, but it was a good show. I ain't gonna fight. It was funny. It was good. It was basically a story of huh?
I said, how many streaming networks do you got?
Listen,
you got all of them.
I got Netflix. HBO Max is free through my cable service.
Okay.
I have Disney Plus. I do have Stars. My mom owns the BET Plus, so I got her password for that. So I'm watching that. And
I got you beat.
Huh?
I got you beat. I got a jailbroken Fire Stick. I got all the streaming services.
Yes, you got everything.
Get into it. I refuse. Because I refuse to get them jokers another coin.
Yeah. And I used to pay the service that had the yearly service. I don't do that monthly thing. The year service is one-time fee a year, and that's it. So that's why that and I also cable stuff. And Amazon Prime. So that's it. That's all I have.
that's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Exactly. That's a whole lot. You're giving them your money, and you still got to pay for cable and internet. They tried it. I was like, let me go find this Fire Stick password thing on YouTube.
Remember, I told you I was trying to get a new TV, and I wanted to get my laptop. Okay, I got my TV. I bought the shit because it was like thin and cute. You know what I'm saying? But I plugged the shit in and did the channel search. It brought up all type. I didn't even need the cable. I'm like, cut the cable off. This motherfucking TV is smart. Why would I be paying for cable when I got Amazon Prime, the basic stuff? But this I was like, fuck your cable, bro. Yeah. This is free. Plug it into the wall. That's it. Don't need it.
That was a lot, but the only one that is a monthly is that Netflix one. I wish that was a yearly service, and I'll be good with that too. But Bigger 2, it was BT Plus, and it's based on a female. She was in a boring marriage. It's like they like the husband. He wasn't doing right and all stuff. He was a good guy. I mean, he's a doctor. He does good, stuff like that, make the money, stuff like that. He just is boring in bed and stuff like that. So she was feeling something more. So she met somebody that could rock her world, and then she had friends that support her, and she also a business owner. So it was funny. It was good, and the life lessons and life learns, and it was made sense around her storyline, even though some of her friends got their own little thing as well. And it's good. So if you ever get the chance to see it, y'all, Well, I see the
So
one.
it was a story about cheating?
Basically was. It was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so like it basically was like she did cheat on her man and stuff like that. And he was a prude. He thought it was everything was right, and she was trying to play it off because she didn't want to hurt his feelings. So she stuck with it because she she got the stability with being with him. But at the same time, he didn't bring that excitement of the relationship, and it was a lot. So it was funny though. But at the end, I think he just said, you know what? I don't think we right for each other because I don't think you're not giving me your heart and like that. So we got to break up. So I want to see how season 2 will be with her and continue her journey. Real Housewives of Potomac season 6 is in the summertime, and I gotta catch up because everybody talk about this cheating scandal rumor with Wendy, her husband. So I didn't see what's the tea with that because I.
Well, can we get to the cheating stories before my husband come in the house?
We'll get to it. All right, so Legendary, so season 2 is on HBO Max. It's good. The first 3 episodes on there, and I watched that. So I'll probably will talk about that sometime on my channel. The Circle is finished. It was on Netflix season 2, and I'm happy who won, Delisa. So congratulations to her. And
all the Brazilians always win on that show. You notice that?
Who?
The Circle. All the Brazilians always win.
The Brazilians.
Yeah, it's like they got that shit like down pat. I think it's because they'll be having like 10 people in the house at one time, so they know how to get along. They know how to like brother and sister, auntie and cousin that under the same roof. That's why I say that.
Yes, P Valley is the premiere in October on Star, so we can't wait till that coming out. I mean, it's still a long way to go, but we know that a 6th season will be coming. Growing Up Hip Hop season 6 starting this week.
Start watching it.
Growing Hip Hop is starting this week, so excited to see that.
Fine as a motherfucker.
And Iyanla Fix My Life. This Sunday coming up, we will talk about the Fix My Life episode that happened this past Saturday and probably this coming Saturday. So we'll talk about 2 episodes in one review. So stay tuned for that. And Ready to Love, yes, we probably will talk about Ready to Love too. And it won't be a play-by-play, just some points of different people and how we feel about the show so far. So that will Fix My Life and Ready to Love on Sunday. And Married to Medicine, I will catch up on it. I just be recording it and I'll watch it when I watch it. So
they can throw that show away. They can just like dump that in the trash. Just like
I just have no time for everybody. And 2nd season why potential topics. Here we go. Traditional versus modern, man and woman. What are your thoughts and what do you prefer? What do people glorify? Why do people glorify a personal struggle story versus, or this is a person who has a trust fund baby? The stereotypes of each type. Pick a side. Does society influence or impact television, or does television influence or impact society? And the ride or die mentality. How far and how much will you ride or die for your significant other? Will you sacrifice your freedom for your spouse? So those are potential topics coming up. So we will talk about each one, but I just don't know what the order is. So I guess whatever I feel, I just pick the order. Okay. All right, so let's stop that. All right, y'all. So let's talk about this mini catfish story I was going to tell y'all about before we get to the cheating. All right. So 2 days ago.
Give us the story. Come on.
Yeah, give me the story. So 2 days ago, and I had some, let me share something. I have 2 days ago, the app Go Grinder. Y'all know that app. And I still have that to chat. I don't hardly be on it like that. I just turned it on one day and I leave it on when I was playing my game. Somebody hit me up. It was a profile said long-term relationship, expired, a white dude. I don't care. I date any races. As long as they're good with me, I date them. It is what it is. And yeah, we was talking. So it was conversation and having back and forth conversation. It was nothing too red flag at that point. And he wanted to talk on Google Hangout. Now I know that app because that app is on my phone when I got the phone right here. And I delete that app because I said I have no use for that app anyway. So I deleted it. So when he said let's talk on that, I said, okay, we have to share no phone numbers yet. I mean, I don't give my phone number yet. So we could do a chat through the Google app. And we talk on Google Hangouts. We had a full conversation about who we are, our life, children, relationships, our personalities, what we like, what we dislike, what we want to start a relationship. Now, stuff that he was telling me about, he said he was in the freaking army, whatever. He's on a mission. I said, okay. And he don't come home to June. So I said, all right. So let's see how this goes. So I said, I'm not gonna knock anybody's story because you don't know if it's true, you don't know not. It's just gonna have a conversation. So we talking. He's in June, and this could be his last mission, and when he come home, he's looking forward to start settling his life and everything and spending his rest of his life with somebody. So I said, all right, let's talk. So we discussing how we view relationships and how I want to aspire to be in relationships, and talking about kids, about raising kids, about living somewhere. So it will talk about a lot of things. Something that is not too red flag is something that you will have a conversation with. I said, come on, we ain't gonna see each other till June, so we gotta have conversations to know who we sup with, so if I'm gonna see him or not. And that was that. And for 2 days we were having this conversation. So I said, all right, nothing, man. He didn't ask me no money. He didn't ask me none of that stuff. Because I said, if they want to ask me that, then I'm going to be guarded. Because I don't give money out. I don't like that. I had somebody else in the past to try and ask me money. Use that sob story that, oh, my grandma died. I had to go to the funeral in South Carolina. Can I get $20? I said, you better ask your family.
$20 gonna get you to South Carolina for a funeral?
He did $20. He said he got the rest of the money. He need $20 extra. Can you give me? I said no. You better ask your family. It's a funeral. They can fly you with $20 extra. So we was talking for a while, and that's that. So I said, okay, no problem. Let's continue the conversation on stuff. So today is conversation. He said hi, good morning. Every morning he be texting me all stuff. I said, okay, cool, go. We share pictures, and it seemed like the picture was legit and everything, all that stuff. So I saved it. I said, all right, I'm gonna do image search based on what I learned from Catfish. I'm gonna do image search later on. So I'll do that. And I saved the pictures and was talking. And when I was talking, he said, right after I asked him, do you like, he's like, play video games. So I said, what kind of video games you like to play and other stuff? He said, yeah, I like to play this type of kind of video games. So I said, cool. And then he asked me, oh, yeah, this is my antennas went up. Are you near a Walmart or Walgreens? And I said, yeah, it's a Walgreens next to me, Dwayne Reed, inspired by Walgreens. What's up? And he said, can you do me a favor? I said, they're playing on with the conversation. I said, what is it? Yeah, that's what? And he was like, oh, can you give me a Steam gift card so he can get me a music category with everything, with a gift card and everything. I was
Tracy, Mizzle over there fucking with Nigerians.
Yes, I was like, oh,
they want the green dot, bro. They want.
He said a gift card. So I was saying, all right, and I'm gonna show you the pictures he was using and stuff like that too, because I was searching. I went to search and I came across some matches, and yeah, based on the pictures, it's the same person that they was using, and I realized that this person was using whoever this people are is using this person's pictures and catfishing people. So I was like, oh, I said no, I can't do that, and I don't buy gift cards for anybody who I don't never met, and we just talking. So that's because of the conversation. So what you mean by that? I'm not gonna give you no gift cards, and I'm buying them.
Nairobi.
Yeah, huh?
I said you getting scammed by people in Nairobi.
They said whoever was trying to scam it, they got the right one, because I ain't fall for that, because I didn't fall for it. So I said no, I'm not buying no gift cards and like that. So he said, what you mean by that? And I said, well, technically you are still a stranger to me. We have never met. I asked you a couple of times, let's FaceTime or something like that. And he said he's in the Army. I don't know how much in the Army, because I said, listen, it could be in a mission that y'all could have strict access. But at the same time, I said, y'all could talk on the phone or do pictures or like that. I don't know. I've never been in the Army. I'm not that sort of person. So I don't know if y'all know anyone who is part of it, who may have access, who may get strict access.
One thing I learned about the catfish situation is they always do that camera shit. They phones broken and blah, 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 blah. But you know one basic thing. If somebody really likes you from a different country somewhere, they're going to break their ass to see you or speak to you.
Yeah, I know that.
They're going to go against the rules. They're going to go against the rules.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, sharing pictures fine like that, but yeah, say he can't. It's a mission or stuff like that, and they monitor his phones or the records and stuff like that. I said, okay, whatever. And so I
What?
said, continue the conversation. I know, yes, I know. That's like that. Listen, y'all, I'm not falling for it. So I'm just going on the conversation and going on with the conversation. And I don't put my heart into relationships until I meet you face to face. So all that texting back and forth, we can say, oh, yes, boo, babe, all that stuff. I'm going to miss you. I can't wait to see you. None of that means anything to me till I actually meet you. So it's just a conversation. And when he talked about that Walmart and Walgreens, I said, okay, nah, that's not happening. So I said no. And I said, well, we basically still strangers. I don't know you. And it's fair where, and I said, now these days and age, have catfish going on right off the bat, and people asking for money offline. And I'm not down with that. So if we going to continue
Especially in the quarantine, because these niggas just broke in quarantine. They have no fucking money management skills.
I want to see the pictures.
I'll show the pictures. It's like that. And
Mizzle, was you online twerking for this nigga to bring him? Because we know what your ass be doing, Miz. So stop playing.
No, I don't twerk. I don't know. No, seriously, I did. I don't twerk to just twerk. No, I don't do that. No. As when I meet people in that conversation, I do converse with people, and I try and see where their head is at.
Okay.
And, what I was saying? I would say, yeah, I don't deal down with that. So he said, well, it seemed like you don't want to trust me anymore. I said, well, I don't think we had any trust yet. But so I was like, didn't trust yet. But I said, you could have said, oh, no. I said, I did told you no. You asked me why. And I gave you an explanation why. Huh?
What is your sign?
Aquarius.
Why aren't you slapping niggas and like being like pit? Like shit.
No, I don't believe that sign things. Like with me, I treat each person who I talk to as different things. Whether I have a guard up or not, I do have my guard on when I talk to people. And I converse with people based on where they're at. And I examine, I analyze things. That's how I am. Like when I have a conversation with people, we interact. It's like that. Whether I believe what you're saying or not, that's here and there. I just need to see where it is going. And
I'm very analytical too when I
where it's going. When he asked me that question today, I was like, no. So then now I was like, okay. I was waiting for that to happen. Because I said this conversation was too good. It's like we had a lot of similarities and stuff like that. So when he asked that, he said, you could have said no. I said, yes, I did. And he never responded back to that. So I said, all right, whatever. So I did a Google image search and everything. And this the well.
I think we should get the we should catfish.
I was searching on thing and I saw scam warnings, right? And I said, oh, okay. This is the person. That's his face. That's not the picture that I got, but this is the face. And all the pictures I had, that was him. Y'all see that, right?
Okay.
That's that.
Okay.
So somebody will post it here, and I was searching. This guy contacted me on a paid gay website and very quickly invited me to Google Hangouts. The same thing. When I asked him to move to Telegram, he claims he couldn't due to security restrictions. He claimed he was in the U.S. Army and he was in Syria. But when he told me he was in Afghanistan, so I said there's no U.S. Army person posted to Syria. Yeah, I know that. I noticed that when he asked me the gift card, I read out right at the back. I know he was a scammer. It's like that. So this is instantly began professing his undying love and wanted me to send him to unlock. He asked me on phone. None of that. I said he asked this person. He want to unlock a GS phone to send this to Africa. Yeah, like this guy listened to scammer using the name Kevin. He told me it's Mike. I said different profiles. I think it was Kevin, it was Kristen, Chris Hayes, Ethan Hayes. I was looking at all of that.
Oh boy.
Yep, I saw that. I said, okay, that's one. Then I looked at
you know what? That shit is crazy. Because
look at Instagram.
You know what? One thing a criminal knows, if you invest your time, you got to get a little bit of return. So for every person like you were wise enough he finds a fool or two or maybe three.
Oh, I did that. Yes. And I was like, nah, man.
You were smarter, but I bet you that shit he has to be receiving something from somebody that's lusting over him, or you know what I'm saying, that's not as wise as you are to be like, let me check my P's and Q's, you know, I'm dotting my I's across my T's.
Oh, what's that? I already had the thing. Oh, here we go. Duh. I'm searching.
Fuck.
It's the profile. So I was looking at it. I was searching. I said, oh, whoever created, they was going overtime creating pages. Yeah, that's that. And let me see. That was under Chris Hayes. And then they had another name called Ever Hayes. Ames. Can't even spell his name right. Let's see.
Somebody go save this man in the real man in the picture's life, because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess somebody did, because I don't know whoever this person is. They took his pictures as using it, and
that shit's kind of fucked up.
This
like
is one of the pictures he sent me. This is one of the pictures he sent me. This is the one he sent me. I said, oh, okay.
Nah, I would think that the guy in the pictures has all right to sue whoever else, because they're sexually exploiting him.
Yeah.
For their own shit.
Yeah, and they had a picture with just face, and then a picture with this army suit on, just like that.
It's so creepy.
Wait, go to the one with him in his uniform.
What, this one?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little soldier.
So, yeah.
He's just a specialist too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from there,
what's your ranking, officer?
I blocked them and I deleted the app and everything, and I said, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was too good to be true. And that was my mini catfish story, because I said, oh my gosh. I said, I was waiting for that to happen. I said, okay, June was right around the corner. He was coming home in June. And we will see this legit now. And I was going to say, we can't FaceTime. We got to do something, meet face to face, because we's not having this exchange of money like that.
Ever, bro. Like you had to learn. You had to experience. Yeah.
Yeah, so
throw that shit in the
cat. And since then, I guess he was upset because I said no. So he didn't say nothing after that.
Well,
that was my catfish story, y'all. It was only 2 days. Now imagine people who spend years talking to this person. So months and years.
Wait, imagine if you was one of them Caucasian ladies that got scammed for thousands of dollars waiting for some big Nigerian ping ping. Imagine that now. Imagine that. Imagine you going to Wells Fargo, Walgreens, Walmart, Bank of America to send somebody some money across the goddamn world, and you ain't got touched, rubbed on. He's just giving you fallacies through the internet, wishful thinking, stroking your back, and you done drained your savings.
Yeah, that I don't know if you can see. Oh no, that's too blurry. I don't know if you can see that. But that's too, you can't see that, y'all. Nah, that's too much. But I say y'all do the text of that. And this is another picture he sent. Right there.
You know, I can see why you would be attracted to that. It's very masculine, you know, but I don't go for this right here. You know,
it wasn't about. It was like I don't. When I date people, I had in college. I had dated
Tracy, don't be looking at me like that.
It's like I had dated messing with white guys before. I'm not too closed off with that, because at the end of the day, it's about the connection, not about the skin color. Yes, I do prefer Black or Latino men. That's what I prefer. And my person that I wanted to be with turned me down. I mean, it is what it is. And we was dealing with each other for some years. And we cool, we connected us like that. And he told me, if you would have asked me earlier when we knew each other, we would have been in a relationship right now. But I would say, what was the point of you not asking me either? It's like I had to wait. You had to wait for me to ask you. So it was based on timing. So now they don't talking to us like that. And I was like, yeah, I could have been in a relationship right now. I want to go through it. But I would say, you know what? Lesson learned. You just gotta move forward. And
that's old school style. My grandpa taught me that. Like back in the days, if you would have run into somebody and it was like love at first sight, air quotes, you know what I'm saying? You would be like kind of staking claim. Okay? I know that sounds sexist. Stop rolling your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
not.
wait, you give them and the dating range because you're gonna still date, but you let them know you're dating me exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was taught. So that's how me and my husband established our relationship. It's telling him, no, we're gonna this and that. Yet we're not together, but we're dating right now. And if you fuck up, I'm out the fucking window. And, I think sometimes people have to state that claim. Woman or man can state that claim. Yes, we are dating, but your body, your, everything, you know what I'm saying? Because you get to know those conversations if you want to actually start fucking with somebody, start dating them exclusively, give them your body, give them your
Yeah.
mind.
And that's
So
how we know each other.
I think people should state their claims off top, like we were explaining. If both of you would have stated your claim, yeah, maybe, you know what I'm saying, let's be friends and let's go, then let's work, then let's go, and you would have been there. He would have been yours.
Yeah, I was like, it was because we both had to understand that we was good with each other, so like that. So I was like, he never asked me to be boyfriend, or so like that. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna clear this noise and ask him myself, because I was like, listen, we know each other for 4 or 5 years. Like, it's like, let's be exclusive. Like, let's make the official exclusive. Like, we. And he said it was like the used to, if he was like used to how he was before, we would have been in a relationship right now. If you would ask me earlier, and so like that. And then he make a whole big deal about me living in Harlem. I said, you in Brooklyn and Harlem. This ain't not that far distance that you can't come see me. But I would say it is what it is. So from there and now this thing situation, I said, okay,
Everybody should stake their claim, man or woman. If
yes.
you know,
And I just went for it. I said I got my answer, so I just hopefully it is what it is. But it would have been different. But that was that. That was my catfish
we
story.
gonna go find him, Mizzle. We gonna go find him and go Steve Wilkos on that nigga. Like, look, this is what needs to happen.
Sure. So
You said you don't fight, but I do.
Somebody about to roll up on you, so y'all about to sit down right now and talk it out. Steve Wilkos. For real.
That was a catfish story, y'all. So that was something. I was like, oh my god, let me tell y'all what happened with me. So, but that's done and deal. It's over with that person. I said, hopefully the person don't fall for his plan, but I think he did, because based on what I find online, whoever this person is or whoever people's using this guy profile is scamming other people, and he using the same kind of rehearsed stories and stuff like they're using military, this is that. I was like,
he ain't doing it for no reason, bro. He's getting some money from some people.
yes.
God that you were smart enough. Like I said, thank God you were smart enough.
Yeah. I was like, all right, y'all. So let's go into the topic of cheating. All right.
Oh shit! Can I just go first to get this out? Because my husband's too.
We talk about cheating. We talk about if you cheated.
Oh no, we want to hear that story. Hush. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead for your husband to get here.
Okay. This is before I was with my husband. The way before. This was like 05, 06, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I had met this guy. He was in a fraternity, you know what I'm saying? And he was like very like macho. Hella like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like into him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He always wanted me to go out to the club, you know what I'm saying? He likes to put like the chain around my neck and do stupid shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like stake claim and all this shit, right? And like the whole time, like, yeah, he the man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the man, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I stayed home Saturday, and then my best friend at the time called me. He was like, your man is at the club. Remember I said he was in a fraternity, right?
Yeah.
He's at the club doing sorority steps, like skiwee, skiwee. And remember, this nigga is like a good 6'5" to my 6'2". You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Because to each his own. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how to explain that, but I was turned off completely about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were living together, and he came home or whatever. He like just put on like his macho voice or whatever, and was like, working on me and shit. And I was like, Everybody seen you at the club. Everybody, you and your other gay ass friends, just eat it. Like you guys are in fraternities. Like she's Greek for a reason, right? So I was stewing like in my thoughts or whatever, and it was this African guy that was trying to holler at me because I'm I just like I don't know how to just basic guys, you know what I'm saying? Guys that don't identify as gay but are gay, they don't say I'm gay, you
Yeah.
know, just but that's all attracts. So it was this African guy who was trying to holler at me forever, and I was like, fuck it, I'm calling this nigga right now, because I felt he cheated on me. David, that's what was his name, because he fooled me the whole time. You know what I'm saying, of who he was as a character. So I was like, no, I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I went. His name was Patrick. Very nice African guy. Very nice. Body like bomb. So what I went over there, he had some Merlot. We smoked a blunt, and I got busy.
Ah.
So your man catfish you, so you cheated? I'm with it. I'm here for it.
That's the
Here
only time
for
that
it.
I've ever cheated, because I was like, I thought like he was like, because I'm like, I always had like a Cinderella story, like be married and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I like have like a handful of like guys that I fuck with. But I was like, fuck that nigga. What are you doing?
I'm saying.
In the club and shit like that. Nope. And that night, and I let him sleep in that bed, and then I came back home and curled right up next to him.
Oh, you wrong for that now. Dang.
You did your dirt and went back to bed. Yes. So I found an article. We're just going to be two paragraphs. We're going to talk about this, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Of let's see, what is cheating? Because they had this article had like what is cheating compared to a psychologist, a divorce lawyer, a relationship expert, and all that stuff. So we also talk about two people. So this one's from a psychologist. Genuine infidelity is considered to be an act involving a third party that violates the standards or boundaries of a relationship between romantic partners. More specifically, I would define infidelity as a unilateral decision by a one romantic partner to become involved with a third party that is motivated by a perceived or real limitation in a romantic relationship partnership. Agreements about relationship boundaries can be best approached as an opportunity to learn together, namely to explore desires, values, and limitations. Perhaps more important than discussing what a partner can or cannot do is to open a dialogue about what a partner may be hesitant to express. Shame and the fear of shame inhibits couples from expressing what they want, need, or desire from a partner or keep them from diversion what they may feel is lacking in a relationship. A partner's unilateral decision to make his or her desires outside of a relationship often represent avoidance of shame in terms of communication within the relationship. The only way to move forward is to understand what inhibits communication and find ways to have a healthy dialogue. Unfortunately, the focus is often centered on the shame experience in one partner due to the other partner's interest in someone else. Who that other person is what they offered by comparison, or the shame of the partner who was involved in the infidelity. This obscures the myriad of issues that should have been addressed in the first place. That might have been the way for the couple to learn their way further into relationship. It is too late.
This is like this is a lot.
Look at the shame they felt in the relationship both before and their broken bond. That's why it was so many. That's why I only limited to two people. That's it. The psychologist and that. And the reason why I like what she's saying is that she said one is the relationship is the boundaries that you set forth in your own relationship. So whenever you decide what cheating is or what infidelity is in your relationship, whether you say, oh well, I don't like when my person watches porn without me or something like that. And people might have that, or I don't like this, or you flirting too much, or you doing this with your best friend, or you sexting too many strangers. Whatever your boundaries are, if that person crosses it, then that is a cheating and that's infidelity. And then when one person who make that deciding factor to pursue that type of infidelity, and whatever way you perform, because you cannot express to your partner, then that creates
everybody's
mm-hmm.
way of cheating.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody takes cheating in a different way, and not just the physical.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I checked myself when I was at the museum working. I met another guy named Nathaniel, same as my name. Mm-hmm. And I had to figure out that we were flirting. And I was like, oh, I'm flirting with this nigga. And I was like, oh. And I like felt guilty, you know what I'm saying? Because that is of cheating, giving them, you know, that flattery. Mm-hmm. So that's just the minuscule, you know what I'm saying? But I checked myself because I was like, yeah, this is flirting. It was inappropriate for anybody, you know what I'm saying? No man or woman wants their spouse to be flirting with anybody in the workspace or anything like that. Mm-hmm. That's the minimal. That's the little. Tracy, what?
Tracy faces. I love it.
What?
Your thoughts?
I'll tell you right now, if my spouse is not cute enough for somebody else to flirt with, I don't think I want my spouse.
Oh, really?
Let's be real. Like, do you want to have a spouse that nobody will flirt with? I mean, come on now. Let's be real. I mean,
how you doing?
There's a level of flirting that is, you know, it's harmless, it's innocent, it's cool. But would you really want to have a spouse that nobody will want to flirt with? Like, seriously?
But
would you? I don't answer the question. Would you want a spouse that nobody wanted to flirt with?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
But you don't want the person to have too much attention either, right?
I mean, I don't want them to be so butt ugly that nobody flirts with them. I mean, come on now. There's levels to this. There's innocent, harmless flirting. I mean, true. I got a work husband all the time. Like, that's my work husband. That's just what it is. I mean, that is quite common.
Tracy got a work husband, a church husband.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Said nope. I hear that, Cola. I was saying, yeah. You
nobody want a husband that I mean, not just husband. Nobody wants a spouse that nobody wants to flirt with. Like, that make you look side-eye and crazy. Like, why do I want this joker then? If nobody want them, why do I want them? See, you got to be careful.
Yes.
And you know how sometimes people don't know how to be unattainable. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, you can look like whatever size, shape, or whatever, and you could be unattainable. You got to stop being available for these niggas and for these bitches out here in the streets. Act like they can't touch you. Act like it's a strong no. For real. And then you'll be more desirable.
Yes.
Because like it wasn't like a whole city block. If you live in a small city, a large city, you know, here I'm in Long Beach and you know, San Diego's in between, but if you're in a small area like Miz, you know, you might get catfished by Nigerians or, you know, somebody else knows.
Nigeria, yes.
So like the area, the mileage of knowing somebody that dated somebody is too close. So you just got to be like, nah, I'm unattainable. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when they will hunt you down. And well, I can't say that. I was going to say as a man, but women do that too. You know what I'm saying? If a woman she'll hunt that nigga down. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that anymore. That whole
shit.
You won't want to see my text messages. You're like, wow, that's terrible.
So I gotta agree, yes. So if I want someone, it had to be some level of attractiveness for both parties like that. Because I know sometimes people flirt with me and I'm trying to flirt back, and I was like, okay, I'm single. But I was like, how would it be in a relationship? But you don't want someone who's too attractive that everybody had that attention. But then again, it's up to that person to make you feel like, okay, yes, people flirting with me, but I'm gonna give them all that. I'm giving them attention, but it's only you. But yeah, but what Tracy said, yeah. And I'm gonna say,
wait, Miz, like you ever met like an old hoe, like an old young nigga? Oh. Like an old young nigga, he's trying to keep on to his youth. He like 54.
Oh yes, oh yeah, hey buddy.
And then the hoe is like 56, trying to hold on, still trying to be a bad bitch. Air quote. And it's like it's so awkward. No one wants to do that. No one, runs to the gate to be that. And it's kind of sad, because they keep that mentality. The nigga. Let me stop because you know what, my drink is kicking in. I'm gonna pause.
That's it. The drink help you teach the truth. So you gotta open up with the truth.
No, I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be that, you know what I'm saying? You should have
Yeah.
had substantial something. You shouldn't, and I can show you the example of the old young nigga, like older men who dress like in popular clothing and stuff like that. Old young nigga. He probably got a baby mom over there and he's trying to fuck Tiffany that works at McDonald's. He fucking Nancy that works at the hospital up the street because he's attractive, but he's, immature as an old man.
Right. So Tracy, what you think? What's your definition of cheating, and what's like your boundaries and stuff? Oh, did I even tell you mine? Honestly.
No, you didn't tell me yours. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm not a big. Let's say my biggest thing that was unforgivable is you actually really had that physical connection with cheating someone like that. I said, listen, if we ain't had no this connection that we gonna do a threesome together or something like that, we not doing that. If you cheat out on me, it's supposed to be a monogamous relationship, then that's a deal breaker, and I don't like that. The flirt, the slight little flirt, and I was like, if you go out with your boys, it's like that, you have a good time in your party, and somebody flirt with you, and you not overly trying to have sex with them, and you built that sexual fresh energy towards me when you come home and say, yes, I'm hot and bothered at the club, I'm trying to come home and give it to you. That's fine, then. It's like, you give it to me, I say, shit, you hot and bothered, yes, give me the hot and bothered. But me, the slight flirtation is not of that. It's the line between you do the slight flirtation, but going off the board and trying to sleep with the person. That's going to be my deal breaker. Now, it's like sexting someone, a stranger, something like that. Besides me, that's a little bit too much because now you have to give them attention that you want to sleep with them. I don't like that. And that was one. Actually sleep with the person. I don't like that. To give the attention to someone that you sex with them, I probably will not accept that. And my last thing, to not make it too long, is if you habitually cheating and don't try to tell me and not being honest with that. And that's going to be an issue with me. I was like, at least tell me. Now, what I want to step you in that afterwards, then that's a different story. But I need to know because I don't want to be in a dark and then somebody tell me later on down the line that you did actually cheat on me. So
I was looking on cheating stuff, when you first gave me the topic, I was looking up stuff like because people are like, what is the word? Polyamorous, all those words and stuff, or whatever, and with their sexual lifestyle. But there was one lady's story is that her husband had a whole other family in a different city, like with like 3 kids, and she was pregnant with their 4th.
Oh.
So between A and B, he had like 2 families. Not like letting them know like they were comfortable with it, not like a blended family. He was just hoeing from trucker to truck because he was a trucker. And I was like, damn. I was like, I'm not gonna say that on here, but that would make me want to fight somebody. I'm thinking I'm living this life as a family of solace, but you have, not even 4 hours away from home, that you created this whole family the whole time I thought we were together for a long time, and that is like scorning cheating. And I found that story. I was like, ooh. It was on Snap. There you go. It was on Snap.
Oh.
You know what?
I like that show. I used to watch that show a lot. I need to get back.
It was on Snap, and I was like, wow, that's
So Tracy.
I mean, I have so many different.
Oh, what happened? She cut herself off. Tracy. Tracy cut herself off. Also, Cola said, was a security at a strip club, and his friends were shooting a video and posted it on Instagram. He was in the background, and the girl tried to throw it up when he backed up. I was proud. Yes, he got respect for you. It's like, yes, he respect for you as a partner because you know you're gonna F him up when you go home and you saw that. It's like that, and that's just an understanding that listen, we go to the club together, you want to dancing like that, it's fine. But some people might not like that if I'm not with you and you dance with another female. It's all about the boundaries. It's like some people might be okay with that. I say you can dance, there's no problem dancing, but don't try to other all your privileges and you all back and all that stuff. So yeah,
there's respect levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
is.
Especially okay, like this is a division. Like when you with friends, you know what I'm saying? Like a group of guys, a group of girls, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And y'all all dancing together. I mostly like dancing with my homegirls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because but how can I say this? I've had one of the homies just come up and like dancing like you know what I'm saying, just dance behind me like playing like a little joke, you know what I'm saying? And because they're my homies. But it's not going that he's cheating on his girlfriend, that he's gay. We're all friends, you know what I'm saying? And I say that vice versa because I've had, with the girlfriends, everybody dancing, you know what I'm saying? But it's never been like cheating or stepping over that line with the dance. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tracy laughing before you come on. I said, what happens to Tracy?
So I got back to back calls and it kicked me off StreamYard because
okay.
They just decided not to want to be great and nice to me today. But okay, that's fine, whatever. Haters. I'm sorry, what was the question?
I was like, what's your definition of cheating and what is your boundaries if you was in a relationship and what's your like unforgivable stuff with cheating? Because we all got different ways.
Oh man. So it is. I don't have a set thing because I feel like every situation is going to be different for me. Yeah. So what was possible in my marriage was not necessarily possible in a relationship. So all of those were like a little different for me. I would say, so I've been married. I've had a long distance relationship. And then I've lived with someone who we just didn't get married. And in those 3 different scenarios, I had 3 different versions of what cheating was, what I would allow, what I was okay with. Mm-hmm. And so it really depended on the person. I was when I was married, it was just the basic standards. Like, okay, keep your clothes on. Don't pop nothing out no hole. That is not an option. Don't unzip nothing. Absolutely not. That's just a no-go. And that's what it was. Flirting didn't bother me. Talking to people didn't bother me. Because no offense, if you want to leave, you can leave. I'm not holding you here. Like I'm not holding you here. You can leave at any time. You can go. So that was definitely like a little different. I did a long distance relationship where it was like, you do you, I'm gonna do me. And if this decides to work and I actually move, then we'll stop whatever else we're doing and we'll do this. Mm-hmm. And that's just what it was because it was long distance. And it was also in that like dating phase where it wasn't exclusive. It was more of we're getting to know each other to see where it could go. And when I say long distance, it was like an hour away. So it wasn't like super long distance, but it was like the next city over, whatever. So it was one of those things where it was like, okay, well, while we're figuring it out, you do you, I'm gonna do me. We'll figure it out. And if we decide to move forward, then okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Right.
Because it was still open. But more so on my side than his.
Love,
he wasn't very.
Loving somebody is a job too. I don't give a fuck. You got 2 jobs. Being in love with somebody is another job. Okay.
Yeah, but although I was okay with that statement, he was not. very okay or accepting of that agreement, which I didn't understand. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't, I just, what do you mean that that's not okay? Like, it sounded like a great plan to me. He didn't find that to be the same thing, because he had the more traditional views of what cheating is.
Yeah.
So it was just a little more traditional for him. Where for me, I was like, but we're not like we're just dating. So technically, I mean, you know,
Yeah, it's not exclusive yet. So
yeah, but
people take that.
that was different. But then I've been in complete relationships with no titles that I was perfectly happy with not having a title, and would have been completely happy in staying with not having a title, but the other person wasn't very happy with that. You
the
know,
trucker size thing with the two families in different cities. Remember, I was just talking about that story. Did you accept that?
um, so
So he's a trucker and he going to
okay,
and from. You know how to
no. So here's where it makes a difference. If I know what it is and I accept it, then why not? Because I know what it is. I'm making the choice to say, "Oh, you got another wife on the other side of town." Yeah, I'm still gonna do it because I'm knowingly and informed making that decision on what it is that I want to do. It is very different than if I didn't know that she was over there on the other side of town. Those are two different
Yeah.
feelings and scenarios. If I
okay.
know what it is and
Okay.
I make the informed decision, yeah, I mean, so I have okay. So I have a family member.
Mm-hmm.
He is married. He has a girlfriend. His wife can't have children. So he has well, technically she's his fiance. I mean, he's legal, but he's married. His wife can't have kids. He has a fiance and they have two children together.
Again,
But he still has his wife. They have businesses together. They do things together. And she said, I don't want to deprive you of having children, but there are certain standards and things that she's like, I don't want this. This is not okay. Don't bring me nothing. Nobody better not come to my house or call my phone or do anything like that. But she was woman enough to say, I can't give you something that I know you want. So
I've shared this story at one moment, Tracy. Pardon me. I've shared this. I have a whole uncle who had two wives, and and everybody thought he was just a man cheater. He was just like abusing women, but no, they were all in cahoots. Okay, they knew exactly what was going on,
Oh, so
and
they
this
all
was from me being like 10 years old, and they're still in their matrimony of sorts, if we can say.
yeah,
But
I mean his
he
wife.
wasn't a womanizer. They were all together with it, and that's what they chose. But they just didn't wear it like, three people in the family. You know what I'm saying? It was
Oh no,
and they were
oh
in
no.
different households, different children, you know what I'm saying? So it was a shocker as an adult to understand that he wasn't a womanizer, and they were all aware of what was going on, and they were all comfortable with it.
So again, that's where to me cheating is. It's not as black and white as people. To
Mm-hmm.
me, cheating is when you're doing something and the other person does not know. That to me is cheating. When you're doing something and the other person doesn't know,
Yeah.
that's cheating. If the person knows, it's not cheating. Like, that's not cheating. I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm not doing nothing behind your back. You know what it is, and you're agreeing to stay with it. You can't call me a cheater. I ain't hiding right out here in the open. I don't fault you for that. Again, my whole thing has always been, let me make an informed decision in doing what I want to do, because you never know. I may just feel like, you know what, I'm cool with it. Let's go. And then I may feel like, I'm not. But that's my choice to make. Respect me enough to let me make it.
I hear that.
And that's what you deserve.
Listen, now have I I'll be honest, I have never cheated on someone I was in a relationship with,
Yeah.
but I have slept with someone who I knew was in a relationship. but it was because I was being real petty and I didn't like her at all. Couldn't stand her heifer. She got on my nerves and she kept saying, she was like, he would never cheat on me. He is such a good guy. He takes care of me. He does this. And I was like, I'm going to sit on it and I'm going to give him back to you. His face too, all of it. I'm sitting it and I'm going to give him back to you. He would never. And I did. So I mean, technically to me, no, I haven't cheated.
Wait.
In a relationship, but you know.
Wait, this is another form of cheating. Since Tracy was just said that story, okay. Went back home, ran into one of my high school girlfriends, whatever. Went to the apartment. She had a nice little apartment, and she had all her pictures up or whatever, right? And her family and stuff. And I was looking at her family, and I was like, I saw somebody in there. I was like, how do you know him? And she was like, that's my uncle. And I was like, fucking with your uncle. I was like, so guilty. I was like,
you didn't know, still.
Like it was on my shoulders. I was like, damn, okay, don't say it. I was like, oh, you know, and my anxiety kicked in. I started sweating and shit, and I was like,
Were you sweating because you got the flashbacks, or you sweating that shit was the uncle?
No, because, you know what I'm saying? Because it was her uncle. And I was like, you know, I felt guilty at the point.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't tell her. Okay?
Yeah. I would keep that to myself too. I said, "Oh, okay, girl, that's your uncle's nice."
Played it off, but I was still like it turned. I was sleeping and shit. I was like, shit.
Listen, I'm telling you. So, okay, I'm gonna say this. That
because the husband.
I don't regret anything that I've ever done in life. Everything that I've done has allowed me to be the person I am today. I live my life with completely no regrets. So I did that solely because I was being spiteful and petty, and I was really not a nice person at that particular point in my life. So was it right for me to do? Absolutely not. But I always said I went into it knowing what it was, and if she had a problem, we was just gonna fight, which is really what I wanted anyway. But which is really what I wanted anyway. I just needed a reason. And it was wrong of me to do, absolutely 100%. And I was like, you know, at some point, I'm going to get my karma back from the things that I've done in life. You know, I'm going to get the karma back eventually. So in my mind, do I think I've been with somebody and I've been cheated on and I didn't know? Probably, because I have done it. So I'm like, it's probably happened to me and I just didn't realize it. But I've never actively cheated on someone. I would break up with you first.
That's the whole point. So I feel like
no, like I would break up with you. Like, listen, I just don't think this is gonna work. All right, I'm gonna come pick up my stuff from your house. No, we don't need to talk about it. No, I don't need no explanation. And that was because I was going to lay with somebody else later on that day. So I didn't feel bad because I broke up with you. Like I was done. I ended the relationship, so I didn't feel bad. Like I don't feel bad. I didn't cheat. See, technically, I didn't cheat. I ended the relationship before I, you know, slept with someone else. But so when it comes to cheating, is there a way to like respectfully cheat? Absolutely. You could respectfully cheat. Absolutely. You can also disrespectfully cheat, which is to me far worse than respectfully cheating.
So respectfully cheating is when somebody don't know and you just keep it on a hush. Or you won't make the effort for them to even find out.
Listen, it's so to me, I think respectfully cheating is much harder than, you know, just cheating. Because just cheating, you just like whatever, they find out, do whatever. But respectfully cheating is it definitely will take more effort. It'll definitely take more work. And that kind of is where how can I say this? Do you know anybody who is like willfully ignorant? Like someone who
knows that person's cheating?
But they don't listen. They don't have the proof. They've never seen it. They don't know, but they know. Does that make sense? So like they have the suspicion. Other people have brought it. Other people have brought it to their attention, but they still stay, right?
Yeah.
But they have no proof. And to them, they're like, well, I have no proof, so it's okay because I have no proof. So to them, it's okay. Their spouse, on the other hand, is doing whatever they do, but they're not bringing it back home to that other person. That other person is willfully ignorant. Now, had they, picked up a phone or something, they could have probably found out real easily. But they didn't. Nothing ever came back to them. They never heard anything about it. And they said, oh, like if I hear about it, then I'll leave. So apparently, they have the hunch, they have the inkling, but apparently they're happy enough with what they have. They piece of man. So they ain't going to let it go.
I hear that. Whew. I don't know. Just don't cheat on me, but
that's the thing. You might have been cheated on and you don't even know.
You don't even know. Yeah, that's true.
They was respectfully cheating.
They
was respectfully cheating. Listen, if I'm gonna get cheated on, you better cheat on me respectfully. Because if I find out, we scrapping. Like it's not gonna be pretty.
It's done.
Cheat on me respectfully. If you are going to cheat on me respectfully. Don't be out here just laying it low, spreading it wide, and having a good old time with anybody. Absolutely not. We ain't doing that. Because if I find out, we scrapping. Or what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And then technically, it ain't cheating no more. We just open this bad baby up because I'm petty. I'm a Taurus. I'm petty. I hold grudges. I don't care. Anything you could do, I could do better.
Well. So
you better hope I'm being nice and brush my teeth after. I'm just saying.
Oh, snap.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty.
So this article I got, the other one, that first paragraph I read had everything you talked about. It's based on the boundaries that y'all set forth, and you gotta discuss that. And then the person who make that decision to break that, then that means they doing this cheating. And if you're doing it in secret, basically you shouldn't be doing that because if you have to hide it from your partner, you basically know that that's not something you're supposed to do. All right, so this one is an article. It's different types of cheating, and it's like what could be forgivable and what's unforgivable. So let's go down the line and see if y'all will be forgivable or the flirting. All right, first one is forgivable flirting. If your partner is flirting with someone else, it can be painful to witness, but seeing it as a usually brief and meaningless is definitely something you could overcome. Flirting is considered a micro cheating, and some people do it instinctively. On a relationship expert for the background check, it's like truth finder tell bustle. So if it's bothering you, let your partner know and then set up new boundaries. If your partner is constantly flirting with other people, it could be cause big problems in a relationship. But if you can explain their behavior is inappropriate and makes you uncomfortable and they stop, they could use your work through it. So I know a lot of people take flirting as somewhat unforgivable, but some people can move past it. But what y'all take on it? Like I said, I think we discussed it a little bit earlier. I mean, with flirting, sometimes it could be happening naturally. You don't even know it's happening. And or if you were aware, you was like, okay, it's a little innocent thing. It's not going to go any further. I don't have no intention to speak with you now. I think if you take the flirting to that upper stepper level, where you say, okay, we're going to make plans, maybe get the number, and let's do this, stuff like that, then you're going more than that. But if you honestly flirting this like that, hey, and that person got you barred it, then you come home and lay it out with me, that's fine, because it's like, listen, it is what it is. It's like that. But I think it's the level. If it's innocent, meaning flirting, I don't have no issue with that. I can work it out. But just don't do it disrespectfully and try to take it further, then it will bring no problems. What y'all think about that flirting?
When I was thinking about what you were saying, like, how about if some part of somebody's job is flirting, not like a hoe or anything, like being a bartender or waitress, being friendly,
that's how you make money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so is that considered flirting? You know what I'm saying? But besides the physical, the emotional, knowing that that's part of their job by being a bottle service girl, or so on and so forth.
No, it's just profession that they have to flirt to make their money. Shit, as long as they ain't trying to sleep with, like I said, as long as they ain't trying to sleep with that person, because like at the end of the day, if that's their profession, they gonna do that for anyone, men and women. It's like they gotta get that money. So it's like if that's what it is, and you bring it home, and you have a sexual meeting at the end of the night, and you're not doing it with everybody else, then there'll be no issue. But if you have intention to meet up with people, then that could be a problem.
I agree with that.
I don't have a problem with flirting.
Okay.
Not at all. That's like saying I have a problem with myself. I'll be a hypocrite. So nope, I'm good.
What's Tracy's point?
Wait, Tracy, you be flirting with yourself in the mirror?
Listen, absolutely, I flirt with everybody.
Like, damn, I'm fine. Like, hi. I'm like, Tracy,
listen,
that's
here, look, tell you right now. Shoot. Didn't they ever teach you that you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar?
Yeah, very much so.
See? See, and you got to keep it on point. So if you flirt with yourself, it'll be natural. So you don't feel like you're doing too much. See?
So the next one was one-time mistake. All right. So it's forgivable. And some people say they will forgive someone if it was a one-time mistake. If your partner cheats, but it's only happened one time, it may be possible to forgive. If it's not a pattern, then a couple can certainly move past it as long as certain promises are made. These promises might include having your partner being more open about their schedule while you recover from damage they created, or they might agree to stop hanging out with a certain group of friends. If you are going to move past it, they should be willing to do whatever it takes to help you feel comfortable and secure again. One-time cheating. I'd agree. I mean, if it's one time and you will not do it again, and like I said, I had this rule of thumb, like I will accept you back. If I'm really deep in love with you, I will accept you back after one time. But if you do it again, then that's a wrap. It's like that. And if it is that mistake, and I know you feel sorry, you're not gonna do it again, and stuff like that. But yes, I do agree that you gotta have some. They go. I said I need to be secure that you have to do this again.
I have to gauge it because some people will forgive where some people can't. It makes my stomach hurt when I'm thinking about this shit because if you're in the dating phase, you know what I'm saying, and you like swap and spit with somebody else, but if you're like a few years in between, fiance, there's levels to it. Again, I think there's discussion at the same time. But I don't want my partner laying with nobody else. That shit does not feel good. I don't want nobody touching him in my head in no way, shape, or form. So there's levels to it. So if they're in the dating phase, it's like, do they even have to admit to the other person that they cheated? We weren't official. We were just dating. You know what I'm saying? And then like the levels to it. And it's hard. This is like a fucking it's too bad.
Jake, what's your thought about one-time cheating?
Well, I guess it depends on how I feel about that person. Because when I don't believe that there's any way that you can sleep with somebody and it's a mistake. Like, yeah, you regretted it afterwards, but you knowingly slept with them. There is things that you have to do. I mean, unless you passed out and somebody hop on top of you and take it. Other than that, like you knew what you were doing. You had enough forethought to know to unzip your pants, take it down. So you did what you did. So to me, it's not really a mistake. It's more like, oh, I regretted what I did. Oops, I shouldn't have did that. Yeah. Do I get a pass after? Because if I can get a pass and then we even, then I guess it's if you could forgive me, then I could forgive you.
That's just the tactic.
No.
Listen.
Look. Oh no. I can't get a pass. Oh, well, then I can't forgive you. Then see how that works? You wouldn't forgive me, so why should I forgive you? And a lot of times, it's not necessarily about you getting the pass. It's more of does this person care so much about me to say, I really messed up and I'll do anything to get you back. So if that's what it'll take, yes, go ahead because I love you so much. That's more like one of those testament things to be like, oh, they really love me. So they would go ahead and do it. like, okay, they probably really mean that they were truly sorry, because who's just going to knowingly let somebody go sleep with somebody else? If they really care and it will bother them.
I would
So
say men are foolish enough to do that because they know they messed up. And so, like, if the threat, like, if I had a wife and she was like, "Well, I'm about to go sleep with somebody else," you know what I'm saying? That would, like, you know what I'm saying? And foolishly, he would be like, "Well, go do it," like she's not gonna do it.
no, they won't. Oh hell, no, they won't. The hell, no, they won't. Not at all. Them fools are quick to be like, I made the mistake. That don't mean you get the right to go out and do that. It's a real big double standard too. It's something because I think it's because it's like the actual like inserted penetration thing that they be having problems with. They'll get over it. I don't care. They'll be fine. They will be fine.
All right, so the next part was, I don't think I will read it because it's kind of similar. What if that person they said was, if you forgive them if they were remorseful about it? If they cheated, they showed that they were remorseful about it, and they showed that they're not gonna do it again. Or I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do it again. It's my mistake. I messed up, and I will forgive me. I do whatever it takes to make it work. If you
Oh,
forgive
so does
them,
this mean they slept with someone more than the one time? Because the one before it was just a one time, it was a
yeah,
mistake. So
that,
That was
remorseful
happening.
means, did that mean like, oh, you was with somebody for the weekend and y'all just banged out all weekend? Or is it like, you kind of, we was together and you dated somebody else and then did something for a couple times and then was like, that ain't gonna work and came back home. Is
Well,
that what that means? Like, is that what that means? So it was like more than once or more than one person, but they was remorseful about it. Is that what they're trying to say?
remorseful. Yeah, if you cheated, you
Yeah,
showed.
okay. Yeah, they can go on about their business.
exactly.
They can go about their business.
Wait.
They can go about their
So
business.
like the whole bottom line of the situation with the cheating is that there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Shoot.
The
The
whole
same way there's levels to murder, there's levels to cheating. There's levels. Some is just a little more justified than others.
it's called division.
Well,
Absolutely.
sure. All right. So it's like I said, whether you're remorseful or not, how you cheat is gonna be is the deciding factor. All right. So next one, we mentioned this before. Cheating before y'all committed, because some people have this thing of, if we dating, we exclusive, but that doesn't mean what dating is. Dating means we figure people out and we can date other people, so like that. And then once we establish it that we together in words, no exceptions, then we is
Remember, you gotta stake your claim. If
yeah,
you
and
see
that's
fit,
what it is.
even
And
if you fail, you still gotta stake your claim.
yeah,
That doesn't bother me.
You still gotta
Because
do it.
technically it's before you. It
yeah,
is
before you claim.
before you two agreed to solidify it between the two of y'all. So technically that counts as before you.
Yeah, it's
So
not consider that cheating either, but some people will consider that. And it's a shame to say, well, y'all boyfriends said no, we dating. I said, but did y'all say y'all was in a committed relationship, or do you assume that y'all was in a committed relationship? They said, no, we never had that discussion, and we never had that conversation.
then
So
that's not cheating.
I,
That's not cheating. That's just you being stupid not to get yours like he got his. That's just dumb. Like that. You gonna be dumb you want to.
Maybe
Shoot.
he has a gambling a problem. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to juggle the balls and see what's going on.
He was willing to test his luck. He had, put a couple bets out there and
You
see
know
what
what
stuck.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, I don't knock my man for doing what he needed to do sometimes. Um, but again, that also goes the same for women. So mhm.
I
Yeah,
agree
I'm with it.
1,000% with that. In this day and age, let me stop. I'm not even gonna say.
so next one, they said forgivable brief online encounters. If you have a partner who meet with someone online briefly, and they have a little flirtation going on back and forth, and I guess the intention to do something out of it, we forgive, or you move past it. Some people might like, I'll say social media, okay, whatever, it's a stranger. It is what it is. But some people put a lot of emphasis on social media and say, no, you can't be meeting people over there and trying to sleep with them. What the hell's going on here? So will you forgive that person? Or you say, nah, whatever.
Again, no disrespect to the people out there. Anybody that's like in a relationship, a long-standing marriage, relationship, partnership, whatever it is, they have access to their partner's phone. My phone is on the goddamn shit. My husband knows how to log into it. So if I have some fucking weirdo texting me, I'm putting myself in trouble. That would be foolish as fuck. Okay? And that's why on social media, in all of my tags, I put husband, you know what I'm saying? Because they be wild on them. And you can't help that, but if they have any sort of dignity and you put husband or wife in their shit and they still approach you, dirtbag. But most of the time, that's like keeping them off like a guard dog, you know? So most of the time, it's only the fucking dirtbags that are approaching you after you have wife or husband dignity.
All right. Tracy, your thoughts about brief online encounters?
That's a no for me, dog. That's a no. Cause you don't know what that person got. You don't know that person. You just real loose and reckless with it. No, thank you. I'll pass. I will pass.
I hear that. So next thing was some unforgivable acts is cheating with a friend. Now, it's one thing you cheat with someone who's a stranger, and yes, it's hurtful, but you may move past it because it's a stranger. It is what it is, all stuff. But what about if somebody in your social circle and that person cheat with them? That's most people will find that unforgivable, or co-worker or somebody close to your afterlife. And can you move past that, or can you not?
So, you know what? I could pure example right now. I could call my husband right now.
Yeah.
Co-worker. I would say, you know, a sister boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. You know, tattoo artist, makeup artist, whatever. We were out one time. My husband was out, and I'm not gonna say his name, but we were all saying goodbye to the girlfriends, to the homies, or whatever. And he chose to kiss me like on the lips. My husband didn't say anything at the time. He said afterwards, and he was like, "You guys have something going on together." And I was like, "The fuck, no," you know. So I didn't see him as that person, coworker trying to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? I've kissed my girlfriends before. You know what I'm saying? So you just allowed him to do that. It wasn't, you know, but being a man on man thing, I was like, oh, I totally, that shit went over my head like, shoot, you know, because I looked over at it. I didn't evaluate that, but with my partner seeing that, he was like, you let that nigga kiss you in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, that's. Yeah. I understand why you feel type of way about that. I'll say, co-worker, kiss in your mouth. Oh, that's too much. Yeah. But I know it's like, yeah, some of that, it was like, dang, is this that type of relationship? You never know what he was thinking. We're glad y'all got through that. Tracy, how you feel about I know you probably was saying, hell no, with a friend.
Stab, 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 stab. Okay. That's too close to home. I'll pass.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll pass on that. I mean, unless y'all into some real freaky deaky open relationship, like y'all just about to all have a good time. I'm going no thank you on that one.
Sure, I hear that.
What is it called? What are those people called? When they have those
See, I mean, there's different levels depending on what.
Like
yeah. Yeah, there's that right there just don't sound fun, but okay.
That's a commitment. You gotta commit and be like openly like a swinger. Don't nobody just guess from a swinger, so they about that life.
So next thing is emotional cheating. Some people feel like this is it's worse than physical cheating because you involve the emotions to it, and not only because it's that thing, that desire or whatever to be intimate with someone in an emotional level, and they had that impression that something could evolve from that. And it's hard to break that because now that person is invested in you and that affair type thing. And if you don't get that under the laps and you don't have that standard communication and let that person know and think that's leading them on, then that's gonna be a dangerous thing. So emotional cheating, can you forgive that? Most people think that's unforgivable because once you put on that emotional level, we can't get that back.
This brings up the show again, Snaps. That's
Bam! Show.
Slice and dice and chop suey your ass. For real.
You know what? It's one of those things where I think for the person, how can I say this better? I think depends on the sex of your partner. And I say that because standardly women are the more emotional creatures. So it is much easier for a woman to get into an emotional affair with someone than it normally standardly would be a man when you think about it, because men are normally or stereotypically they're less emotional than females. So if a man gets into an emotional affair, that's some real deep level stuff because it takes a lot for a man to open up emotionally. I don't know any men that just are open emotionally all the time with everybody. I just don't know none. I could be wrong, but I have not met a one. Regardless, gay, straight, trans, whatever. I've not met one that is just emotionally open off the bat. I just haven't met one. So an emotional affair with a man, that's like time. That's investment. Like they done did something. Like that is a lot. Women tend to get swept up in their emotions much easier, much quicker, and it could quickly develop. Where I feel like with a guy, that's like time. That's investment because guys aren't normally that open with their emotions. So, oh, yeah, no. I think I'll take that one night. I'll take that one night stand and forgive you quicker. Exactly. Like if I had to choose, I think I'll renegotiate that and I'll take the one night stand for 200. Because normally people could get it up regardless of who it is. They can think about something in their mind and force themselves to get excited. Like, oh, I can remember this and do that. But yeah, I think the emotional thing for me is just, I'm gonna swap those two out. So I'm gonna take back the one night stand, the mistake. I can forgive that one before I think I can forgive the emotional affair.
Amen. And the last thing before we move on to the next one is,
what about you?
Me?
Uh-huh.
To me,
wait, don't host the show and not spill your own. Come on, this is the
exactly.
Y'all. But all right, how I feel about this is I can't get with that because how I put my heart to someone and emotionally, and they put that back to me. That's gotta be it's this that. But if you give that to someone else on top of me, and you having that person thinking they can get with you, that's gonna be a problem. Because especially like you say, Tracy, like I'm not a big emotional person. I could be emotive, and I'll be expressive too, and I could be emotional at times. But it gave me that point to get that point. And if I'm open to you and I want to be with you, you can't give that to somebody else either. So I don't like that. So that would be unforgivable. Like I said, that one night stand thing, I could probably forgive that if it's happened that one time.
And you know what? Again, okay, reflecting on what you were just saying, Mizzle, this is not just a man or woman thing. This has no gender division. It's being territorial about your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And both men and women are territorial about their spouse, their children, even their fucking car, if you want to break it down like that. So some people will act different. You know what I'm saying? Like cheating. Okay, somebody don't like their spouse going out by themselves or with their friends. Why? Because they know that somebody gonna holla at their spouse, man and woman, you know. But it's the territorial part. lost my train of thought. Don't smoke weed, children.
They be into territory with their partner.
you know, there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Besides the jealous and the like, what if? Yeah, it will come back to me.
Okay. And let me see. The last thing was cheating that involves deceit. Now, if you know that if you have a feeling that a person is cheating and you try to confront them on it, but they try to gaslight you, your reality, and try and manipulate you and be emotionally abusive towards you to let you know, no, you flipping it out, nah, this, nah, you tripping, you also like that, what about you, and all that stuff, and try to flip it on you and try and change your perception of reality, but you know he's doing something, or he or she is doing something, and you being very deceitful, and you really being deceitful. It's not like you trying to cover your tracks. You be deceitful to like make sure that I'm bugging out, that I have a feeling like you're cheating, and that's unforgivable. I agree, that would be unforgivable. Now, it's not because you is doing something and you try to keep it secret, but now if I'm confronting you to be deceitful and know that you're cheating, and you trying to play me like I'm trying to lose my mind because I'm going bugging out because you said I know I had you cheating, and then you try to make it flipping on me that I'm the wrong person here, then that would be a problem. So yes, that would be unforgivable.
It's the lie for me, Alex. It's the lie. It's the lie. It's the lie. Again, I am big on respect, and you know, if if I know something, and you allow me to make my own informed decision about it, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna do what I want to do, regardless of how I may personally feel about something or perceive something, because I want to do it. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the deceitful, like the sneaking around behind your back, having 2 cell phones, the whole, I turn it on, I turn my ringer off, or I turn it on vibrate, or, I leave it out in the car, or, one of those things, or like you have a good hunch, a good inkling, you say something and then they act all crazy, like they don't know what you're talking about, and you just kookaloo. Yeah, no, I'm definitely with you on that one, because I could see myself on Snap. Absolutely. Stab, 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 stab. Call it a day. Slice and dice.
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm over here trying to mess with the ring light I was telling you about earlier. Remember, I'm trying to wait for the sun to go down, but it's still up. Sun is high and the living is easy. Fish out jumping higher.
All right. So the next thing is I have a couple of scenarios, and you gotta choose either or. You can't say both, or you can't say neither. You gotta be one out of the other. Which one is worse for you? Okay. And
which one is worse?
Yes, which is worse? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the first one. What is worse? If your partner receiving oral sex for someone else, or giving?
Well, why are we
giving? Giving.
Yeah.
Easy. Giving.
What's to you?
Giving is way worse.
Or giving it.
Giving.
All of these things are violent. Oh God! Like this is all violent.
Giving.
I don't want to
Giving.
nah, for real. Off top, like yeah, it's all bad.
What's worse for you? If it happens,
it's all
what's worse for you? Somebody, your partner receiving it or giving it?
Both.
I agree. I think give it.
You can't pick both. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. Giving or receiving.
In your heart, what is it? Is your inner cry. So what's your inner cry is? Is it giving?
Okay. I would say okay. I would just say
giving. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Giving, absolutely.
Like, come on, you doing it with me, and then you actually doing it to somebody else. That is horrible. Like, both is horrible, but if I had to choose the worst one, it was giving. Yeah.
Someone please call 911. Because I've just been shot down.
All right, so what's worse? If your partner having a dozen one-night stands, or your partner having a single affair lasting a month?
Blog?
Wait, a dozen one night stands or a single lasting for a month. I'm gonna take what's worse? I'm gonna take the single lasting for a month.
Yes.
A single lasting for a month or a dozen one night stands?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is some Caucasian question, first of all.
It's crazy.
This is a okay, I would say maybe just a single for the month.
Yeah, I agree too, because it's like one night stands is like different strangers you'll have no connections to, but a single person you haven't continue to have sex in a month.
But it's like a double-edged sword though, because it's like it's like a sword with both edges on. It's like you're still fucking around and showing your Jimmy Johnson and your kitty cat. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Still the same thing.
But that fail with that person for a month, it involves more than that physicality. It's a moving part to it.
To establish intimacy or feelings for somebody. So if y'all like the whole month, within the second week, you probably list like, besides talking, let's go get a hamburger, let's chill.
Yes, it's more to that.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you can establish intimacy or some sort of, I'm more than sure. Come on now, we're not stupid. Somebody rubbing somebody's feet by the third week. Get it together.
All right.
We're adults.
So what is worse? Your partner cheating on you with your best friend or cheating on you with one of your family members?
My best friend. My best friend. Because my best friend cares about me. I know my best friend. My best friend knows my secrets. We've probably done dirt together. Some of my family members, I don't think that heifer like me anyway. So I can see some of my family before my best friend. Because, sometimes you don't always like your family. You tend to like your best friend because they're optional. You're choosing to keep that person around. So you tend to like them.
Yeah.
Your family, you don't always like your family. So, it could be that one cousin that you fought when you was younger that you don't really like or nothing. The one oddball who we all know is like, the family HOE. Bring a different person to every holiday. They bring a different person with them. They got like 8 or 9 baby daddies. Anything. They could be the person who can't never stay with nobody. So,
Was that your niece or your cousin, Tracy?
Shoot. Listen, my family got a whole lot of them. My family huge. I told you, I'm the baby of 10. My family's huge. You give me a scenario, I probably could give you a person.
I don't know what could be worse. I think the best friend, because most of my family members, like some of you, if you don't get along with your family members, it's never gonna be involved. It's like, listen, whatever. Because it's like, but the best friend is someone that you built time with and everything. Even though it could come and go. I mean, best friend could come and go too. But sometimes, usually, it lasts for a while. So, and that's like a second family to you. So that person know my deep dark secrets and know everything, know a lot of stuff, and they know what ticks me off. And you actually gonna go for the person that you knew I took a hard time to get.
Exactly.
That would be an issue for me.
For real, because I can't say either or because I only got like 3 gay open family members died. You know what I'm saying? We got a few lesbians. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only ones. But my best friend, that's kind of like it's a conundrum because we're the same. That's why we've been best friends for so long. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit more like, okay, we call ourselves Tyra and Naomi. Like Tyro and Naomi, like Tyra and Naomi. So he's a little bit more snooty than I am, and I'm a little bit more hood than he is. So how I think my husband being attracted to me is not how he sees my best friend. So I don't think it would happen. And my best friend, no, we gonna fight. So I don't think it would happen.
We're gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. Just know.
Today, you won't find it.
All time. All top. You already know how I roll up because we done fought together. You already know. So I just don't. It's not feasible. It's one of those questions like, what Caucasian stated these questions for us? This queen.
But you guys were thinking, because this stuff could happen to people. And he was like, what can you do?
This stuff definitely has happened to some people before.
Yes, yes.
Definitely has.
So we're not racist over here. This is allegedly.
So what is worse? Your partner cheating on your birthday or on your anniversary?
Ooh. Thank you.
My birthday.
I would have to say anniversary. I like to answer anniversary.
Okay, I would say my birthday, but I will also say
the reason why I say anniversary is because I have many one birthdays, and my anniversary happens if I choose to be committed with the person and we decide to together. Now the anniversary will never happen; we would still break up. My birthday would still be here, so I was like, if I birthday, I'll say whatever you did my birthday is like that. It won't be a big deal because I could go on have many one birthdays, and I would take that out my mind. But the anniversary was something special that I said, "Oh my gosh, you take vows and you really gonna cheat on my anniversary, especially if we have an anniversary night."
Like Omori, how about him cheating on you when you giving birth?
Giving birth?
Yeah.
Listen. The reason that I say my birthday is because our anniversary we could split up.
Yeah.
You know,
if
you tell me our anniversary, it ain't our anniversary no more. We no longer together. My birthday will forever be my birthday. Yeah, and I will forever remember my 29th birthday where so-and-so was busting somebody down on my birthday. Like, it's now attached to my birthday.
I get that.
I mean, at some point, your anniversary could no longer be an anniversary anymore. Just be that date again. And it won't have so much significance to it. But my birthday will always be my birthday. Stab, stab, stab.
I don't have a birthday, but I like my birthday. But yeah, it would be something they did to my birthday. It's fun. I see that, though. Let me see.
And another thing, as I think about it, like somebody intruding on your day, you can feel like your birthday with like thousands of people in the world, but that's your day. How dare you intrude and fuck up that day? Because your whole ass
They want to be a whole on my day. You can't do it before the day. After the
yeah, I would have a vendetta.
So, what is worse? Your partner having sex with someone else in your bed, or your partner having sex with someone else and then sleeping with you the same day?
Oh, shit. Damn.
Somebody gonna shut the pinky toe.
Wait. Ask it one more time.
For real.
Your partner having sex with someone else in your bed, or your partner having sex with somebody else and then sleeping with you on the same day. They both was worse. But if I had to choose, oh my gosh. Listen.
What in the days of our life?
If I'm bad, and you gonna have a audacity to bring someone in that bed where we both sleep, and we probably bought the bed together, sleep in the bed together, probably christen the bed together, all that stuff that has someone come in the bed and sleep on it, and I come home and catch you on that. You going out, the bed going out, the woman going out, everybody going out. And I don't like that. That would be, and that's in your home. So I could probably deal with that. No, I can't deal with that. Sleep with someone else and then come home and sleep with them the same day. If I find out, then I probably still would leave the person and everything. Because that's how dare you bring me something back home. But that secrecy in your home in the bedroom, I can't get with that.
Go, Tracy.
I mean, did they shower? Like, was there a shower? Did the shower happen in between? Like, I need some clarifying questions. Did they change the sheets? Like, I need some clarifying questions because, man, that is a terrible, terrible. Okay, so if I had to pick, I would say sleeping with somebody else in my bed.
Yes.
I'll pick the bed. Cause normally when you first come home, if you don't went to work or you done cheated or something else, you tend to go shower to try, get yourself clean, cause the guilt in your mind, so you shower. So, they can at least wash that person off. Hopefully don't bring you nothing, but they can at least possibly wash that person off.
Mm-hmm.
But I would need to throw my whole mattress away if it's on my like. I wouldn't even need to change the sheets. I would need to throw the whole mattress away because like once the little wet spot and then it just seep into the mattress. No, see that? No, see. So I'm gonna go with the mattress is worse. Um, yeah.
These questions got me so confused and heated. You know what I'm saying?
This is a good question to get you thinking, y'all. Yeah, that's not your stuff.
It's a lot across the whole board. It's across the whole board. It's a fucking lot. Okay. If I had to choose, see, this is my nerd process trying to Star Trek this shit and break it down to the metaphysical level, to the last molecule, trying to reverse osmosis this shit. Because, bitch, you come into my house, you leaving with a haint. First off Gucci boy. You come in my house, you disrespect my house, that you leaving with an ancestor on your tail. First of all, okay? I don't care if nobody believes that shit, but you is leaving with a haint on your ass, okay?
Mhm.
And I would rather me not know about it. So if it was somewhere else, go watch it. I don't know. Y'all trying to give me a heart attack just thinking about this shit. Because this is like wishful thinking. Like, if these things are scary, love is an investment. And I'd be like, shit.
Let me see.
I don't know.
This is another juicy one. All right.
No goodness.
What is worse, your partner telling you before your wedding day that they cheated a while back, or everyone else knowing your partner cheated before you do?
Everyone else knowing.
Yeah, everyone else
knowing. Cause
embarrassing.
knowing before my wedding day, technically we could have still been in the dating phase and it wouldn't even bother me, so I wouldn't care. But if everybody else know, you mean everybody telling the secret? Grandma up there, she up there with her big mouth running it. Grandma telling everybody all the business. Then she telling all the church folks all your business. So before you know it, the family went to know and now the whole town know. That's too much. I don't need no. Listen, but to be completely honest, I think the only way I would actually be able to truly forgive somebody for cheating is if nobody else knows. Like, that might just be a secret we have to take to our grave together. Like, because if anyone else knows and then they have to bring it up and then I have to hear about it, I might just tweak out every single time and end up on an episode of Dateline. So I think nobody could ever know that they cheated. So the worst thing for me is to have everybody know besides me that you done cheated.
He can always reserve that. He always get that anniversary beat down. Just as long as y'all know, he just got a lump on his head like on a Thursday on a certain month at a certain time, because he know what I know. And he fucked up. And this is that anniversary. And we're fine. It's not domestic violence, no anything. Say you know the matter. Okay? Fine.
Yeah, I agree. If everybody knew before me, and I'm up here trying to say I do, and everybody says,
I know, right? I can't believe it.
He's the pastor who about to give the sermons. And I said, what? And I said, that would be a problem. So I would tell as well, too.
What was that movie that they did? What was it? With the guys? Was it the groom, the best man?
Yep.
Oh, the best man.
Yeah, the best. Remember, because he slept with the woman before they got married. Yeah, just like that.
Yep, everybody knew, and he didn't know, and he had to find out. In the book. I was like, hold up.
Stab. Stab, stab, stab.
Not in the book. I was like, wow. You could have kept that to yourself, but you put it in the book. All right. Your partner using being drunk as an excuse for cheating, or blaming your relationship for them cheating.
Well, I'd rather them blame it on the alcohol or blame it on me.
So you said read it again?
Yeah, say it again.
Your partner using being drunk as an excuse for cheating, or blaming your relationship for them cheating.
I would say, go ahead, be drunk. But then before I go again, trying to reverse the goddamn wheel, I would, I wouldn't want him to be in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have that option. I
would say
everybody got different relationship standards. You know what I'm saying?
I would say my thing will be, what works for me if you blaming me for your cheating. You blaming me. Because I was like, you went out and cheated and you didn't talk to me about that. Now, it was something that I can't perform, like I got paralyzed and something like that, and I can't give you anything, whatever, and you tie with the mouth, and then I say whatever goes through. But if I don't say that and I can perform and I can give it to you and you go blame me, and I have the option to satisfy you if you didn't tell me which is your problem is, that could be a problem. But you being drunk, I don't really deal with people who too drunk anyway because I don't get too drunk. But using drunk as an excuse, I say you probably wanted to sleep with them in the first place. So that both is wrong. But if you use your alcohol to get your inhibitions out. But what works for me if you blaming me?
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Don't blame me for your foolishness. Own it. Stand in your truth. You did it because you wanted to do it. I'm with you on that one. So it'd definitely be worse if you blame me.
You know, on the other side of the coin, as you guys was speaking, I remember one time me and my partner went to a gay pride or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how, you already got your little drink in your pocket, you can get some from the stands or whatever. And we was holding hand in hand, and these guys walked by, and they like rushed like, ooh, and like on him or whatever. And we both were like, like, did that happen? Because we were blatantly holding hands. So if he was by himself, or if I was by myself with those that come on, with a sway that's like to entertainment because it's a environment, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, they come and all that shit. Or with just the blatantness of them disrespecting them, clearly holding hands, So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll catch me dancing with a girl before you catch me with a guy in a club. All time.
I'll say this. It's the new age. It's the new age host where it's the excitement that I see that you got somebody. So now I want you because it's fun now because you got somebody. So I want to see if I can get you. That's just wrong. Stab, stab, stab.
Is it the chase? Is it the chase? Is it the hunt? Is it the take over somebody's? Like you said, somebody's place. Is it that
Absolutely, yeah.
But I took your land and your property.
All right, and that's one last thing before we get out of there is I think this let me see, Tracy. I think Tracy, you mentioned it before anyway, and you asked us, so we're gonna say it now. Cheating on somebody because they cheated on you, or having sex with somebody you knew has a partner. And she asked us this earlier today. What's worse, cheating on someone you know has a partner, or cheating on somebody because they cheated on you? Let me see. I'll go first while he's thinking.
Because these both fucked up questions like that.
Messed up. Now, if I know someone has a partner and I willingly a participant of their demise relationship, that will be messed up for my consciousness. He would try to do that. So to me, I think what worse will be that, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the other person. So they're gonna call me and say, Ty, yes. Did you mess with my man? What man? I don't know what man you're talking about. What man?
That's right. That is the question you asked. What man? Who?
Shoot, I know better man. I don't know what you talking about, man, because I ain't seen with nobody but the mans I know. And it's like that. But I would be worse because I would say, damn, if they find out, I'll be the other person and I would be the target for their rage. Because usually they don't target their partner. They target the person they cheated with. So that would probably be worse for me.
Man, I'm just thinking about my rage on the other person. So that's what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Put my mindset in. Okay. So restate the question, please, Ms.
What's worse? Is somebody cheating on you because they cheat or what's worse? Cheating on somebody because they cheated on you or having sex with somebody you know has a partner?
Okay, I would say the revenge sex. You know, just face it down. Two wrongs don't make it right. You know what I'm saying? But you may feel it, but you're gonna feel just as stupid as the person that cheated on you first. You know? So I'll just boil it down to that. Put that in the kettle, wrap it up, here you go.
Tracy, your thoughts.
Well, since I've knowingly been the other person, um, I would say neither because both of those I think I've done before. So I'm gonna go with neither. I'm gonna go with neither because
Why is Tracy trying to come through like Michael Jackson with the smooth criminal?
Listen, again, I tell people all the time, I don't regret anything that I've done in my life. It allows me to be the person that I am today. I did it. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, what you gonna do? Fight me? Good luck with that.
Sure.
Best of luck to you. But no, I mean, technically, I did. It was spiteful. It was wrong. It was very petty and vindictive of me. It was terrible of me. I mean, not glorifying it to say that it was the right thing to do. It was terrible. I wouldn't tell anybody else to do it. I mean, unless you want to, then have at it. But knowingly cheating because someone else cheated. I mean, technically, to me, it doesn't sound like cheating because they cheated. So you did it. I don't know. Nope. I'm gonna go with NA, not applicable because I've done them both. So I have no words. Like, ooh.
Oh my god, that was fun. We had a good night, y'all. We're that laugh and telling each other this is what we think about and do my Catfish story. So I want to thank y'all. It's Monday night, 10 o'clock over here. It's earlier, so you guys all night to still day to mess with everything. Thank you. Next week, I think we're gonna do the topic of traditional versus modern men and women. And what is your take on things? And I think I can find a lot of scenarios online of traditional versus modern and what's your take on some of the stuff. So we're gonna talk about next week. Monday, Sunday, we're gonna talk about You Gotta Fix My Life and a little bit of Ready to Love. And that will be Sunday. So join us there on Sunday at 4 o'clock, y'all, and everything. We will return with the panel as well. Because we didn't have this week. So I know we're gonna kiki again for a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, wait! Did y'all watch the versus battle?
Yeah, we did.
What y'all think?
What y'all think?
We were
drunk watching
I just had to throw that in there.
Yes, the versus battle was, oh my god. And I like it. Yes, it got better in the second half. Everything, and yes, I find out why Coco was the way she was in her stuff because she found out that someone close to her hotel got shot in front of her. So she just was having that in her mind on the performance the first half. That's what she was in herself. Because I was saying Coco could be giving Coco. Like, just after Coco, we know that she was singing every one of her songs every time they had a chance. So I was like, what happened? So she explained herself. But it's still, as a whole, I could have said, man, like, I would have said, that's push it back. They push back Ashanti.
Yeah, because remember, we was watching it. Remember, we thought it was going to be Mother's Day, Sunday. So it popped up Saturday. So they could have like pushed it back to Sunday. Some probably their wives and their mothers, they're probably like they want their family time to celebrate Mother's Day. But last time we heard it was going to be on Sunday. If that's the case, she should have vocalized that to somebody, and they could have pushed it to Sunday or even to the next one. You know, that's hard to get on for anybody. You got somebody got shot in front of you, so you want me to go perform to make everybody else happy? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we even heard that story, that version battle was horrible to me. Danny was a singer. It was kind of karaoke. Alex, like, the second half, yes, they did better. And Coco was singing down. Even the trio, even Tosh was singing her parts too. So they was better.
We need to give whoever Tiny's vocal coach was, we need to give them an Emmy, Grammy, give them a whole EGOT. Because Tiny came through and sung, didn't know she had them pipes, but she was like, this is my redemption. My husband's not a womanizer. I can sing, I have the talent. And so I'm glad that she got them vocals together and Tiny came through and was came through, okay?
Look, I'll say this. Every woman on that stage could sing. Yeah. Every last one of them. I will give them that. I do miss artists that can actually sing. Yes. I do miss that. I definitely do appreciate it. I wish they would have done some more singing. Of course, the first half was extremely slow, but I promise you, I did appreciate seeing Cinderella. I was like, go Spin. I wish instead of them having A1, they would have had like someone else, like a female, like MC Light maybe, or something like that, like another female. That would have been great. But I couldn't get past Tiny Bad Body. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. It's like fix the flat back there. It is terrible. Like that is a terrible job they did. Like, that is a terrible butt job they did. That is
very heavy.
Terrible.
You know what the crazy part is that's true because they got the waist shapers, they got the body shapers, and the body shaper wasn't even working.
That wasn't no body shaper. That was straight fix the flat. That was 100% fix the flat back there.
To like fix it, it was like it was no fixing.
None. It was terrible. But other than that, I was like, yes, for the second half. For the second half, I definitely was here for the second half. I did download the playlist. So I was getting my whole little life today. So I'll get him that. So.
And that's the blessing of these versus battles is us reviving a lot of our artists that have had past works and, you know, kind of reintroducing them to like a different generation that didn't listen to them. Because we bumping SWV, Escape. Remember Snoop Dogg and DMX's? You go back to the Isley Brothers and stuff too. You know, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Those artists, they're not dead, you know what I'm saying, but they're forgotten. And they're just being reintroduced right now. We putting them on the charts, getting them they rightful due. Because we know, like, especially like SWV, they had label issues and they had to get their shit back. So now they actually can get some earnings from their goddamn music because they was robbed in the first place.
Yeah.
True.
That's
but
true.
That was the only thing I wanted to say. I just wanted to bring that up so I could, you know, say my little piece.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was horrible. And then it was funny that we always we was having more fun cracking up with on the versus battle than the versus battle itself.
Yes,
it was cracking, kicking, laughing, cracking jokes, throwing shade, and it was
wonderful. It was fun.
Yeah, the good time.
It was like we was at the Essence Festival, but.
Oh my god, that was good. So the next time, I think the next will be the rematch of Teddy Riley and Babyface. That's Memorial Weekend, right?
Oh, yep. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for Teddy to pull out that guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't wait for Babyface to pull out his guitar. Teddy to pull out his backup dancer. Yes. Get it.
This is the one that I was like, because when Candy was singing some of her cover songs, I said, yes, we understand you wrote the songs and everything. But that means y'all didn't have enough catalog of your list of your own songs that you had to put up your cover songs, and then you were trying to sing it. I was like, if that's the case, you could have had the person who really singers in the group singing the song. Like Tasha.
What I also understand is that these artists have to have clearance for these songs. So if they have like certain names attached to them, or someone wrote or co-wrote, they can't do it.
Come on now. No, let me tell you what this is. Candy is smart. Candy is a businesswoman. Candy said, I'm going to put those songs in there that I wrote that I get the most bang off my buck. I get the most coin off of my writing credits. And if I play this song, it's going to go into this rotation and people are going to download it, start streaming it. So I'm going to get the most money off of this song because I wrote it. So Candy and Tiny, because Tiny wrote that Ed Sheridan song, and then they both wrote that Bills, Bills, Bills for Destiny's Child. The two of them wrote, Candy and Tiny wrote that song for Destiny's Child together. So they was business minded in what they did. So
they were strategic. They were strategic in their
moves. Yeah, it was strategic. That's like that. But I was
absolutely. And let's be honest, it's Candy. Would you expect anything less?
With that, I don't know why. Coco didn't sing "Sunshine." Y'all remember that song?
She did. She sung it with her son. You don't remember the song coming out?
Her son came out and you was asking who was that? I was asking who was that too.
Uh-huh.
And then Auntie Mom was saying that she wrote that song for her son. And she said, did you remember that? Yeah, she did. He came out. It wasn't long. It was a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't long. They did like a little 20 seconds of it. Like they did the little short snippet. But wasn't they wrong for having them run the song back?
Run the song back.
Wasn't it wrong for having them run the song back? Like that was
Tiny's biggest lead song, and she didn't do well on her song. I don't know what happened. So I guess they run it back, but I guess when they run it back, she messed up the second time. So I was like,
she looked like she was tired.
I wanted to go in with that song because that was their good song. Because there's not much songs that Tiny sing lead on.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that song, we was like, go Tiny, you better hear it. Especially when she did Tonight. And that was her part. And she did her part tonight. But she ended her part. And that was a good part. But this was another song that she did well and lead. And she messed up that song.
She was all off. So I was like, but do you think that was wrong to do to SWV? Like, how you gonna have them? Like, it was like they bullied them into, and it was like they was in Atlanta. That was Candy's DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I kind of felt like they strong-armed them into running the song back, which was kind of low-key disrespectful to SWV.
Yeah, they ain't do over. They ain't had a do-over SWV.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
But Candy does get her friend jobs. She was like, oh, my friend go DJ. He gonna make his little DJ coins. See, Candy is strategic. Now, I may not like her too much all the time, but I do think that she is pretty smart about how she, handle her business. Can't get mad at her for that.
Shit, that's why she's successful though. So
yeah, that's right.
Very true.
So, overall, it was lackluster battle. I mean, I wish they had a better energy and gave a better show. But we got it. We got the songs, and hopefully that they songs could play again, and we get their songs one rotation, all that stuff. But I was happy for that week's song. I said, you better do it, Coco. No, the group. They sung that week's song. They sung that song. And that was they really sung the whole song.
Minus the braids, though, but everything else was good, but minus the braids.
Minus the braids.
It was the whole taking off my shoes because my feet hurt. I was like, okay. Okay, Coco. Okay, girl. Okay, you go. I was like, well, Tiny should have took that advice and took her shoes off because she kept sitting down.
Yeah.
She was sitting on the stairs. She was sitting everywhere. I was like, your shoes are cute, but I know your feet hurt. That's your problem. That's why you don't want to stand. That's why every time they tell you to stand up, you give them the side eye, like, no, my feet hurt. Oh, okay. All right, girl.
She got some tall ass heels on her. Because you know she's short, but this motherfucker was like, she was trying to exceed her height.
Oh, well, try to get that group members. Try to get the height with them.
Put it away.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Yeah, so.
So that was that. So yes, we had a good time with the Burgers battle. I feel like that. We had a good time chatting with us with the chat. So yes, I see y'all Sunday. It was a good time. I enjoyed tonight. We had a good kiki about cheating and stuff like that. We learned about each other's thoughts and stuff. So yes.
Told y'all I was gonna get y'all a run for y'all money.
Yes. And so next week will be traditional versus modern. So we get more of our opinions and updates and stuff like that. And
yep, because I got thoughts.
Yes. And Sunday we talk about Ain't Gotta Fix My Life and Ready to Love. So catch up on those shows. Because I had to watch those too as well. So
gotcha.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. See y'all. Thank you, Caller. Thank you, Brandy and stuff for joining in. Thank you, Tracy and Sonia, as always, for Monday's night. Give y'all commentary. I love it. And I'll talk to y'all next week. All right. Bye. Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Good night, y'all.